What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Turmoil. My name is Splattercat, happy to have you here today. I don't know why I did that. I did it because I felt like it, I suppose. Everything I do in these videos is more or less completely random when it comes to the commentary. The mayor wants to speak with us, preferably about that ridiculously awesome mustache. I have an announcement to make. I will soon retire as mayor. My successor will be the one who has the most shares of the town, which I will gradually sell at the new stock auction. So this is something that I hadn't talked about quite yet. As you get further into the game, he'll sell shares of the city. And so you've got to buy those in order to win the game. Now, Ricardo is sitting on a lot of cash right now. That's a concerning factor, but before we do anything, now we have to go to the stock auction. So let's go ahead and take a look here. This is only for 1% share. Now, it's very, very easy when you first get to this part of the game to freak out and bid like ridiculous amounts of money for 1%. I usually cap myself at spending about $4,000 per share, though. So if it's 4%, I'll spend like 16. I might spend like 20 if it's early on and I don't have an advantage. Basically, I'll spend 5k per share until I get up to like 20%. And then from there, I'll kind of whittle it down and pay about 4k because by then you usually have a sizable lead over the AI anyways. So we'll start this one off. Probably not going to buy this first share. We'll see who buys it first. I think the AI will probably be jumpier than I am. The way this works is when it gets to a number that you find acceptable, you click buy, and that's it. I'm willing to bet they probably won't pay that much for it, though. Oh, well, 2,000 is pretty good. Oh, Ricardo got it? Ah, Ricardo got it. He must have clicked like a microsecond before I did. The price was getting low, so low that it was like, well, you might as well. I mean, it's basically a free stock at this point by comparison to the rest of the game. Oh, 2,100 apiece for diamonds. Ain't nobody found any diamonds in this playthrough, though. That's the terrifying part. Let's take wit 3 just in case we need it. And then I will also, let's increase the speed of our horses. Let's get the doggies moving a little bit quicker. And from there, we've got to decide about some new land. So let's have a look. In general, oh wow, was that us last time? Who got that one last time? That had to be us. I'm gonna go right here. Somebody's probably gonna fight us for it, but that's actually really surprising that he was willing to bid against those, but he wasn't willing to bid against us for an adjacent property. That surprises me. That surprises me a lot. She bought diamonds, so now the AI actually gets a lot of diamonds. The AI is always finding diamonds, but what's weird is they never sell them. Apparently, diamonds are forever in their inventory. They just like sit on them forever. I don't know. Some kind of weird diamond incubation scheme going on among those who are against me. Let's ride on out and see what we got going on here. We got decent prices on the start. I'm glad on the last level that we went for the 91-cent thing because I don't think we would have made nearly as much money if we hadn't. Put out my 2 default dowsers like I always do. You know how I always start these things off. And we'll see what comes out from underneath the surface, shall we? I'll tell you what, this week has been pretty good for me. This week has been pretty good. Normally my weeks feel overly hectic and I feel like I'm just like constantly scrambling to get stuff done or to finish things off. But I've been taking it light the last week or so just because like, my health has not been so good. And it's just I don't feel like burning the candle at both ends right now. And frankly, I don't think I have the energy to burn the candle at both ends. So I'm just like, you know, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. Luckily enough, I've kind of hustled enough in previous weeks to where it's just like I have like backlog and I can kind of fall back on it. Even if I don't, I'm learning to live with the fact that I can just say no and just like, it's too much today. No, I have the option. My old man was talking about that. He runs a construction business now. And he's like, yep, you gotta learn to say no, son. Gotta learn to say no sometimes and just, I don't know, go for a bike ride or hike up into the hills or go camping or do something. But you gotta learn to say no every now and again. Otherwise, you'll be miserable a lot of the time. There it is. We found ourselves another chamber. So now we got a little bit of money flowing on through. Let's get ourselves some doggies running. They should be moving. They don't look like they're going that much faster to me, but I think they must be. I don't know. Either way, take that oil over there. Take that oil. Take that oil. I can buy some foil with the money from the oil. We need a lot of tinfoil. I barbecue a lot. A lot of tinfoil. We've been doing this thing every weekend. Me and my friends have been really, really great. Like, we've essentially... My friend has a house that he's renting. It's like the first house out of me and all my friends. We're all like 30, 31, 29, 32. We're all around that age bracket. He's the first of us to actually end up with a house. And so anyways, him being the generous soul that he is, he set it up so basically every weekend on Saturday, there's just an open invitation to like everybody he knows to come over. And you just bring whatever food you have, and we barbecue, and we hang out all day. We chill, we drink, we have a good time, we play poker. The poker can get expensive, though, because I'm not that good at it. If you're not good at poker, I would suggest not playing. Or at least minimizing your access to the game until you get better at it. I've been playing Texas Hold'em recently with my friend group, and... You know, honestly, I'm not that bad at the game, actually. All you really have to do is if you memorize the top 15 hands, and you just stick to playing those and always folding if you don't have those, you will do really, really well. It's surprising how well you do using that strategy. It's weird how good you do. And, I mean, the best hands you can start out with in Texas Hold'em are what you think they were, you know. Ace, ace, king, 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 queen, same suit, stuff like that. So anyways, we had a $20 buy-in in our last game, and I was so just like, argh! I came out, I had $9 at the end, so I didn't lose everything, and I lost that entire $11 on one pot because I had a really good hand. I had a really, really good hand. I had a full house, and my friends are just bullshitters. They never have anything. Like, they're always sitting on empty hands, just bluffing their asses off, and so I figured they were. And as it turns out, somebody had a flush. No, it wasn't a flush, because I would have seen the flush coming. I forget what he had. He had something really, really good, though. I mean, it definitely beat my full house, and I was just like, well, damn. And I lost like $11 all on one hand because, you know, bravado gets going. He throws a black chip in the middle, and you're like, well, our black chips were the most expensive. And so I was like, oh, well, screw your black chip. We're going in, son. We're going in. It turns into a battle of wills. And then, like, by the time you get done bidding, you're like, well, I'm so far into this now that I might as well ride it out and just see what happens. And that's exactly what I did. I wrote it out, and I saw what happened. Oh, shit. I didn't realize that my oil derricks might be leaking pretty soon. Might be a tad leaky over here very, very soon. I'm actually going to put him right here so that I have room for a couple more silos. And then we're just going to go after it right there. But this guy, it's always tempting to just do a separate pipeline. But instead what I may do is put in the derrick right there. And we'll drag that off to the side. We're making money right now, so... things should be cool. Actually, I could probably just get all the horses running now. Could probably get away with just running them all. Drop a little line right there. Like we have correspondence to undertake. Can't really see how large that chamber is, but I will drop a mole on it so that I can figure out roundabout-wise how big it is. And if we finds a diamond, well, we finds a diamond. Oh, shit. The market changed on us. Well, that's a disappointment. We're going to touch stone on this one. I've got a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, I was going to try and drill around, but I thought that might be the case. The game is fairly predictable in that regard. Like, oh, you hit a rock. Welp. Oh, really? That one's off-center. Okay. Drop a mole right there, please, and we will see. Wow. 131 is what we're selling at right now, huh? That ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. Yeah, there it is. That's usually cheaper than running a bunch of line all over the place and hoping for the best. I do wish you could delete pipeline. Oh, branch limit reach. It also looks like there's something right there, maybe. It's iffy. Alright, cut that off real fast. We'll start storing the rest. Drop another dowser. We'll drop another mole. Just let this thing run for a minute. Prices are about to bottom out, so... Oh, there's another one down here? That's cool. I love the oil lines that don't require me to, like, move my operation around. That's chill. Is Wooly Willy the same guy from the Operation game? I don't think he is. They kind of look similar, though, don't they? I've been contemplating this late in the night. Only the best in philosophical mental conversations after hours with Splatter. This is the shit that I think about late in the night. Start dropping some moles. Probably gonna need another storage solution before too long. Yeah, make sure. Oh, hey, there we go. Let's get some horses moving because that price is about to go real high. This one can probably be upgraded because it's a simple line and it looks like it's going down to something good. Still ain't found no diamonds though, which I am pretty disappointed about. Oh, they're at 122 over here. Yeah, swap. It's falling off slower over here. Make at least a little bit of cash before we start storing again. And actually, we don't have enough horses to run the fuel that we have around, so there we go. We get another dowser too, since we're having no luck with the moles. And if they wander their beautiful little dousey asses, their swamp-ass laden asses off the map, then we'll know we're done here. We will know that we are finished. I'll put you down near the bottom. But I think that's probably it for us. Let me get another tank over on this side. We'll just let them run it for a little bit. Prices are going up on left. It's September. My suggestion is going to be that we should probably clear the tanks right now. Just in case. There we go. Make that good money. Make that big boy money. $1.50 is not bad native. Normally, later what's going to happen later is there'll be gas lines, and you can run gas to these buildings to make the price skyrocket. And I've gotten the price, I think, up to like $3 that way by constructing like a chain of interacting pipes that all... I mean, I got it all. I don't know. I'm just going to leave them selling because it's the end of the year anyways, so... Sitting on the oil doesn't seem like the smartest idea to me. It does look like Red's going to give us one last hurrah over on his side. So we'll go ahead and sell off right there. Come on, 30K. There we go. Perfect. 30K sounds alright. I don't know if we're going to finish that chamber off. I was hoping we would, but I guess we ain't. Alright, well, whatever. Oh, that's a big one right there. And there's a diamond over in that. How come he didn't grab that? I feel like we had a mole in that region at some point. See, she got a diamond. The AI starts getting diamonds like crazy the second they get that upgrade. Let's go ahead and land auction. Actually, we'll land auction. Yeah, let's land auction now. Whatever. We got a 42 right there. You know what? I'm just going to take a wild shot and just fire off in the middle of over here. Wow. You went in for some upgrades right there. Stock auction. So that's going to be for 1% share. I probably won't go in on this one too deeply, but be careful. This does add up. Every single day you do this. And so it's easy to get outrun if you're just not caring about it. And then it makes you more desperate when you got to catch up later. I'll take it. 4,000 a share just to even it out. Yippee-ki-yay! Playing as Joshua. He's got a black hat on. I'm pretty sure he's up to no good. Let's see here. Wow. Tired of low prices. Slip me cash and the price at Left Ink will not go below 101. Jesus, that's a good price. That's a really good price. That's pretty good for 101 because we paid 47 for 91. And over here, it's 56 for 88. Let's do that. Let's guarantee ourselves some money. Off we go to dig. Can you dig it? I can dig it. I love the Warriors. I can dig it all day long. I'll dig it like dig 'em. That's right. I brought up Smacks. The cereal, so good, they named it after crack. Although it makes your pee smell funny. That's the downside, is that it makes your pee completely and totally, your pee from then on will 100% smell like Smacks. So, I'm like, well, guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, ain't it? At 101, that means a drop-off will give us about $140. There's our tank right there. Let me get another horse to babysit that, and we're just non-stop going to drip sell over here on the left-hand side. I'm not going to exclusively sell to them. I will still store, but this gives us a little bit more breathing room when it comes to setting up our early game and getting things rolling. Yep. Give me another couple dowsers just to mark out the locations of my next dig. I play around with moles, but it's like, moles can be hit or miss. Like, sometimes moles are super clutch, and other times it's just like, wow, why bother? Kind of depends on the map. I find that the moles are a lot more useful on maps where there's a lot of little chambers around that are hard to find with dowsers. I will probably actually... That's close enough to where I don't feel like it's worth it to put down another derrick. Oh my god, my cat just got on my lap and he's got poo butt. Worst. Kitty got poo butt and it's so gross. Kitty, use your tongue. You gotta use it the most to clean your butt off. It's disgusting, man. Although I don't blame him. Like, I wouldn't clean my ass ever if I had to do it with my tongue. I'd be like, well, that's just not getting cleaned. I'm actually going to have them all sell. 101 is a really good price, and I don't feel guilty about it at all. And there we are right there. I'm going to dig this a little deeper, though, just to see how big this is going to... It's a little guy. Okay, that's fine. I think we're probably going to have spotty tanks on this one. Oh, cool. Price is going up. Yay! Basically, what you're gambling on with the mole is that they'll find a diamond or they'll find multiple chambers in one dig, and you'll save yourself the money on a dowser. Yep, keep doing your thing. Keep on slanging that oil. Oh, it's over on this side. Okay. I can live with that. It's probably down deep, though, because they found this one before they found this one, and they tend to go by depth. No, never mind. Back over here. I thought that was on its way up for a second. Hoping we don't hit stone. I might learn a hard life lesson right here, by the way. If we don't end up making a good profit here because I've left it like so. I'm just siphoning off the whole time. I may have overpaid for that bonus from Left Incorporated, but I think it'll work out for us. I'm pretty sure it will. I feel fairly solid about it. Drop another douse or two. Keep on selling, gentlemen. There is money to be made in these hills. And I want it. Hit a rock. I will probably just drill straight through. Oh, we got a diamond right there. We found one. There's another little chamber right there. I assume that I send the mole right to there once we find the diamond. Cool. Got ourselves a diamond, so I can put it in my grill and people know that I'm rich. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I put diamonds in my food hole, bitch. Diamonds in my food hole, bitch. Hi. We need more horses. Because all of this, ooh, better prices over here. There we go. Make a little bit more money. Don't waste your time too much. We got to go back over to this side. Getting back into the swing of things now. It's been a little while since I played the game last. Suppose we could make decent money out here, but I think I picked the wrong land, is what I think. Let's go ahead and take that up to a level 2. Oh, good. We're selling high on left, too. Goody. Now we just wait to see what happens on the right-hand side. In order to make this work, I think you've got to have a lineup on a map. Like, to pay that amount of money for this bonus for the 101, I think you've got to be lined up on a piece of territory that you know has like a 55 oil value. And then from there, just auto-selling the entire time, you'll end out coming up on top. Whereas right now, it's kind of iffy. It's a little suspect. We're out of oil, so there's no oil left. And we probably got the only diamond already. So now we're just waiting for that tank right here to drain on out, which we can actually take a look and see how long that's going to take. Not too long. Not too long, actually. So everything is done here. Let's just wait till the end of the year. Could have made more money if I had waited out that 130 and sold it all instead of waiting the whole time. But you don't know that that 130 is going to come, so you should never play retrospectively and be like, oh, well, I should have done this. Because there was no way for you to know that. This game is all about hedging your bets and making sure you sell at prices that don't suck ass in general versus waiting for that one peak price. And I've had it happen before where I'm sitting there with a whole bunch of tanks full of oil or a whole bunch of reservoirs essentially, and wasn't able to use the money on anything, you know? I wasn't able to sell the oil off. So we've got a diamond. I want to sell a diamond. Yeah. What? I'm not going to sell you a diamond for 1,100. You're dreaming. You're up with your head in the clouds. Head in the clouds, dreaming. Oh yeah, this guy he'll trade you a diamond. This is the other reason you should save the diamonds. So he'll point out a really, really good spot on the map in exchange for a diamond, which is actually a pretty good deal considering diamonds have a net value between 1 and 2,000. Getting an amazing piece of land is worth it. So this is for 4% share. That means that we actually really want to go in on this one. 20,000 is about what we can afford for it. I don't want to spend too much more than that, but this will give us a sizable advantage. There we go. So that's going to give us a 5%, well, a 4% lead over everybody else. We can afford to pay less once we have like 15, 20%. But like I said, at the beginning, I'd say 5K per share is probably a good spot to undercut the AI. And then once you don't really need the stocks anymore, pay like 35 for them. We don't have branch 3 yet. Oops. Damn. I gotta do the stock auction over again. It's okay. Get that price down. I've got my guide Kitty with me right now, giving me his wisdoms. Because he's a little black kitty that knows a lot of things about oil. Also about pets. And little pink lips. Which is kind of weird. His skin is pink, even though his fur is like black and I don't know. With my other cats, their skin color, like underneath the fur, would like match. But him, he's pink underneath, and so like you can see the pink in between like his black furs and stuff. I don't know, it must be genetic or something. I'll see you on the next episode. It's been a lot of fun. This is Turmoil. We will select our land and get going tomorrow. Bye, everybody.